Hello, friendos. How is everybody's Friday going? Oh, the dogs thought I was talking to them. How nice of them. It's Friday. It is the first day of Dante's Inferno, which is what I'm currently reading for. Shan is also doing sprints right now, which, not the best decision on my part because I could just be hanging out over there. But I'm not. I'm here with you. And that's how we're just going to roll for today because Friday sprints are my sprints. At least when I'm remembering that YouTube exists, which right now I have remembered. Love that for me. I'm not prepared in any way, shape, or form. No one is surprised. I was going to put what book I'm reading on the screen. Here we go. Download the one I'm on with the transparent background. Download. Do all of the things. Hello, Mars. Hello, Tennille. Hello, Christian. Muscle spasms have all stopped after treatment today, so I'm feeling more relaxed. That's fantastic. I'm glad you're able to chill for a minute. Currently eating ice cream, watching the Olympics, so it's pretty chill. Love that for you. Aiming to finish Tears of the Giraffe tonight. Excellent. Hello. Reading The Crash by Freddie McFadden. I, as someone who has read all of the Freddie McFaddens, the pile is just out of view. I purposefully chose to avoid that one based off of the synopsis. I was like, I don't think that one's for me. So I wish you all the best. Let's see. Let's see if we can add what we're currently reading. Did I do it properly? Haha, I did. Go me! Listening to the audiobook of The Dark Tower by Stephen King. I'll either be knitting or coloring by numbers on my phone. Excellent. I too am I have Happy Color on my tablet, and it is my go-to activity when I'm either watching TV or listening to an audiobook. So I feel you on that one. I used to do it on my phone, but then I was like, why am I doing this on my phone when my tablet is giant and I can see everything because I'm old and I need to see things better? And it's my favorite thing. We love that. We love to be able to see things. And you're welcome. As you can see over here, I am reading It Found Us by Lindsay Curie. I have about an hour left in the audiobook, so about a half hour of actual listening time. It's creepy as fuck, so that's been fun. It is a mid-grade, and I can't remember who recommended Lindsay to me. It was someone in the Troublemakers Discord who knows that I like mid-grade spooky, and they recommended this author to me specifically, and I got 4 of her books on sale for like $2 a piece last year, and this happened to work for some of my prompts for the readathon, so that is what I shall be reading. I am attempting, do not hold me to anything because have you met me? I'm attempting to do a reading vlog for this readathon. I have not started yet. It started today at 7 p.m. Haven't started the reading vlog yet. But that's mostly because I was at work all day and now I ate dinner and now I'm here with you. So my first sprint will probably be doing an update for the vlog and doing something with the doggos because they're restless now that they've heard me talking. And I need to do a little bit of cleaning, so I'll probably listen to the end of this book and figure out what I'm going to pick up next. I think since I'm here with you guys, I will probably do some physical reading. And my next physical book is a friend book. One of my reading goals this year is to read more books written by my friends because I'm really bad about that. specifically the ones without audiobooks, because I love audiobooks. I have a problem, okay? And so yeah, I want to read 8 friends' books this year, and I haven't started yet, so I'm going to start one of those tonight. And I don't talk about my friends' books what I'm reading until I've read them and I know that I enjoy them. So just because, I don't want to not I don't want to let a friend know I'm reading their book and then never mention that I liked it because then they know that I didn't like it. I'd rather they just think I never read it. Okay, there's that. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Jess. I have definitely noticed that I have to move small print significantly closer to my face. My eyes are aging. I am both nearsighted and farsighted. I have an astigmatism and I have macular degeneration, so my eyes get worse over time. We love that for me. Oh, also, I've been reading Phantasma for a week. I am on page 185 of 497. I might be further than that. That's just where the bookmark is. I might have read it another day. Either way, it is not the best time I've ever had. Okay. I can't decide if I want to stop reading it or if I want to keep reading it. I like the banter between the love interests, and I'm interested to know like what his deal is. But I don't really care about like the Phantasma competition part of it. So, but I'm gonna stop reading it for the next 7-ish days. While I work on this readathon, and then I may pick it up again and I may not. I'm not forcing myself. Um, I'm just because I'm not loving it, I'm just not picking anything up, which kind of defeats the purpose. But I also DNF'd a book this morning. Um, I have what are we? We're on February 6th, in case you didn't know. And so far this year, where's my reading stats for the year so far? I have DNF'd 4 books. Phantasma's on the Bubble. I have finished 2 books. One of them was a reread. So I'm doing great, basically. Actually, I'm almost done with this one, and I am having to. This is probably gonna be like a 4-star. So I'm having a really good time with it. And I do have another one. Raji. I have Scratch is also on my list for the readathon. So I have another one of these to go for the readathon. I also have Root Rot, which I'm excited about because it's very short. Raji. I have Dungeons and Drama, which I'm not typically a fan of YA romance that doesn't have any sort of fantasy at all in it, but it's Dungeons and Dragons themed, so we're rolling with it. When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy, also on my list for this week. And the Ex-Boyfriend's Favorite Recipe Funeral Committee. The Ex-Boyfriend's Favorite Recipe Funeral Committee. That's what it's called. Which is kind of a mixed bag of books. A lot of horror, which is kind of my vibe anyway. A romance, mostly because it's February and I just need to know if I like it or not. And then horror, because horror. And the Ex-Boyfriend's Favorite Recipe Funeral Committee is gonna make me weep. So there's that. Such a good time. Yes, it's a Raja time. If anybody caught my planner video that I posted yesterday, I think it was. The entire time, Raja was literally just laying in my arm, while I was filming. So, there's, like, Raja's tail and just a little bit of her little leg fur in the video the whole time. I have DNF2, but read a bunch. I also don't have TV streaming, so reading is my entertainment. So, I realized last weekend on Friday, I finished watching, the TV show Major Crimes, which is, like, 6 seasons, I think, and it's a sequel series to The Closer from TNT. I watched both of these when they originally came out, but I had never rewatched either of them. I started watching The Closer, again, 6 seasons long, so we're talking 12 seasons altogether, and the seasons are between, like, 12 to 23 episodes, depending. More of them are around 20 than anything else. Um, I started watching those the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's no wonder I haven't read anything. I watched 12 seasons of TV in 5 weeks. What the hell? I was like, I finished it last Friday. I was like, I'm so excited. I finally finished this, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, what do you mean finally? Like, you just started watching this. You got a problem. And I was like, you know what? You should read some more. That would be a good idea. You should read some things. BB. Mwah. I read Skirt Scratch a few years ago, really enjoyed it. Good. I am liking It Found Us, is, like I said, the first one I've read by her, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm having a good time. Dungeons and Drama was so much fun. I didn't expect to love it, but it ended up being my favorite read of the month. I read it in excellent. There's a third book in a series of companions coming out this year. Yes, there is. I keep getting recommended the second book, and I think actually the publisher offered me I think, yeah, it was the second book. The publisher offered me an arc of, and I did not read it because I hadn't read the first one yet, and I was like, I'm not really doing YA romance anymore. And then, you know, here we are. So it's fine. Hey, get your nose out of that, you little goober. Hello, Stacy. We're reading the Oathbound and Oathbreakers for the first time in decades, which are Voldemort books. Remembering why I didn't reread them before this. Definitely prefer the other sub series way more. I still haven't picked up the second trilogy set. One of these days, Tennille, I'll get there. I will eventually. I kind of just want to reread the first series, the first trilogy, because it's so good. I have so much to reread this year, though. Like, sneezels, Raji sneezels. Um, I'm rereading. I reread God Killer this year. I need to reread Faithbreaker this month so that I can read. Nope, I need to reread Sunbringer this month so I can read Faithbreaker because I haven't read it yet. And I don't really remember anything that happened in Sunbringer other than I remember I didn't enjoy my reading experience. Um, so that was why I chose to reread those. And then I'm rereading the Witchland series before I get to the last book in the series. I've only reread the first book, so I have 5 more of those to go, 4 to reread, 1 to read for the first time. I am rereading the Witchlings series because I don't remember the 3rd book very well. So I need to reread 1, 2, 3. I already read the first book. I need to reread 2 and 3. And then read book 4 for the first time, and then book 5 will be out this year. I think there's something else that was on my list of things to reread this year, but I have several. All Fate of the Fallen, because I didn't read the sequel to that yet. No, not Fate of the Fallen. Fate of the Fallen is a different series that I need to read. A Fate Inked in Blood. That's the one. Because I haven't read A Curse Carved in Bone yet. And so I need to reread the first book so I can read the second book. I have problems. Last year, I keep saying last year was a bad reading year, but I read 93 books, which is not terrible. But I did read 37 of those in September and August. Or September and October. Your girl problems. Okay. Have read nothing in so long. I would like to, but I'm such a bad reader that I'm stuck. If you haven't done so, what typically will get me out of a reading slump is to reread a favorite. Typically every February I reread my favorite book, which is a semi-definitive list of worst nightmares by Crystal Sutherland, because it gives me all the feels. Last year I don't think I reread it until like April or May, and after I reread it, I was like, "Oh, this is what my year's been missing," and I was able to like pick reading back up because of my really struggle at the beginning of last year. Sometimes I do need to listen to a book for a club that meets on Tuesday. I have to listen because I broke my glasses and cannot focus on letters. Listen, I get migraines when I read physically a lot of the time, so you will hear no judgment from me. Like Dungeons and Drama, read it a few months ago. I'm excited to get to it. Just is not the vein of what I've been reading the past few years, but I'm excited because it looks fun. Finished Bread, Knives, and Brigands. It was a lot of fun. I haven't read that one yet either. I have to read the third Fallen Gods book too. It's part of my Herkit plans, so it will happen sometime in the next few years. Yes. I haven't looked at my spreadsheet for Herkit in so long. I don't even know where I'm at. Yeah, I don't know. The second trilogy is the. Can I find them from here? Mercedes, Lucky, where are you, Mercedes? What's the word that's in all of those ones? The internet will tell me. Maybe. Get it together, Jessica. Lackey. The Last Herald Mage is the second one, at least as far as I'm aware. It's the second one, which is Magic's Pawn, Magic's Promise, and Magic's Price. Yeah. This one is made from patched together short stories written before the first trilogy was published. And it shows. Whew, we love that. 40% into Sibyl. By Melissa De La Cruz, and has so many things that I should really love, but it's kind of just okay so far. I feel that way sometimes. It's totally fine. Rereading so I can read the newest book in the main storyline and be fresh. Turns out some I thought were main storyline were not. Misremembering from the mid 90s is forgivable, I think, though. Yeah, I don't know that I have a lot of the offshoot of the series, because what the list that I got was from someone who like basically just gave like the main storylines and then like what order you should read them in, and then there was like a you can also read these two if you want, but you don't have to. So never read the Oathbreaker books, but have plowed through the rest of her Voldemort books. I don't know if those ones are in the list or not. Somewhere in this room. Let's see. Let's go to the Lackey tab. Oh yeah, the Oath trilogy is the third set in the list that I found on the internet of recommendations of reading order. So at least I know what I'm looking forward to, which is nothing. It's fun, but it's too much. See, and that's the thing too, is like the creator specifically said that she doesn't expect anybody to actually beat it. It's meant to be fun. My thing was I really have just been not putting anything in, and then I'm like, once I have a whole bunch of books, I'll go in and see what works best for other things. I don't really know that that's the best choice in this situation, but it's what I'm doing. Yeah, see, you guys, you're all in on it. The Free Bards books. I don't think I know that one. I will say, if you have not read Mercedes Lackey's Hunter trilogy, which are not related to the Voldemort books at all. They came out in the early 2010s. Love those. Like, that was the first books by her that I read. Um, and I am obsessed. I've reread them 3 times. So, just saying. Groundbreaking. Yeah, I think her books were groundbreaking for the time that they were written in. They are very, um, different than what were around at the time. Main storyline's the best part. That's what people are saying, man. The 2 autistics and I do everything I can to complete all the challenges. You know, that is very fair, Mars. I will give you that. I don't necessarily have that problem. I have the opposite problem of if I feel like I'm not doing well, I just give up and don't try at all. So, you know, it's great. We love that. Really old ones up. 3 parts. Okay. To figure out which book I can reread to get the mojo back. Always hesitate to read while plotting because I'm afraid of changing my own stories too much around what I'm reading. Um, yeah, you definitely should. I'm going to tell you what you should do. No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you the best recommendation I've had for that over the years is to just try to read not the genre that you're writing or not the age category that you're writing because typically the plot points won't really be able to merge very well if you do one of those 2 things. So, got just over 30 books left to go. I think so that should be possible for me to get through by the end of June. Okay. I hope you do. The last Harold Mage trilogy is about a game and was published in the early 90s. Yeah, that would be a rough time for that. For sure, as a 14-year-old, didn't know gay people existed before I read them. Formerly homophobic parents, and what a positive. I mean, that's kind of the thing too. Is like growing up in the. I mean, I was 13 when 2000 came rolling around, but like you didn't really know that gay people existed in small towns. I will say, like they were still very closeted where we were from. Um, so sometimes, and it's that whole representation matters things because me as a straight woman, I don't really, I mean, not that I don't need the representation of seeing other types of people in the world. But it's good to see. But can you imagine if you were someone who was looking for representation of yourself within those people and they didn't exist? So we love that for her. Few Bars is a trilogy: The Lark and the Wren, The Robin and the Crestle, and The Eagle and the Nightingales. Bardic Voices, not Free Bards, which is the name of the omnibus. Okay. That is not on my list of things, but I will make a note so that it will be on my list of things. And at that, we've been chatting for 25 minutes. So we're going to do an hour sprint. I'm going to read some things. You guys are going to do some things, and we'll come back and check in and see what everybody did. And then we'll decide what we're going to do after that. We're probably only going to do a couple sprints tonight because I do have to work tomorrow morning. Yay. But it's fine. We're gonna do this button. Ciao! Look at me, I'm in the background. And we're gonna make sure this is on 1 time speed because I think it's on 1.25. It is normal speed. All right, we'll see you guys in an hour. Hello, friends. We are back. We did things. Let me know what you did. I finished It Found Us. I haven't done my math yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be like a high three, low four, so a 4 star, somewhere around in there. Um, and then I pulled my reading planner out to update it for what I've done today. I did not do an update for the vlog. That's the other thing I meant to do. I forgot. Oops. And I pulled my reading journal out and was working on that and realized that I had like 7 arcs that I got accepted for last week that I hadn't put in here yet. So I did that. And I'm still working in here at the moment. But that is what I did. Ta-da. Um, when we left, Mars mentioned that they also have to work in the morning and be in at 9:30. Love that for both of us to be at work in the morning. And Jessica mentioned that her goal was to write 589 words, which I did see they accomplished. 1,012 words for the sprint, hit 3,251 for the day, got caught up, and now can do literally anything else. And we love that for you. Just found a receipt bookmark and a copy of Freebart. It was from Kmart from 25 years ago. I bought color pencils, crayons, and 2 $2 books. Maybe coloring books. That was cool to find. I love finding like old receipts, just like randomly tucked into things, especially when it's from 25 years ago. Hello, Raven. How are you? So the evening reading Junie by Aaron Crosby Eckstein at 25%. First, I'm going on a walk. Well, I hope you enjoyed your walk. Just needed a burp there for a second. It's fine. Hello, Katie. I love your face. Moved to the office so I could crank up the space heater, read 2 chapters, and now I'm doing my nightly journaling because I'm probably head to bed earlier than usual. Yeah. That. Wrote that sprint, reached 1,151 words, and now I'm ready to switch to a book, and we love that for you. Go to the next comment. Thank you. Checked out a small publisher called Horned Lark Press, and then had supper. What did you have for supper? Chatted with Grapple Fry, and then thought about Instagram posts and such. I mean, Instagram posts. Who does that? Did you find a toy? Oh, it's a water bottle cap. Yeah. Oh, she found an actual toy. But no, water bottle cap. Finished Cheers of the Giraffe. Very good. Once I opened a library book and found a McDonald's receipt from the 90s. I mean, that's fantastic. Love your face. Can't wait to see you in a couple days. I know, I'm so excited. I'm excited to see your face. Dead face. Jacob delivered me some popcorn. So you've got a snack. We love that. Question. Do you eat just like popcorn as popcorn, or do you mix things into your popcorn? Because my IRL friend Brittany, I don't think I've ever seen her eat popcorn without M&Ms mixed into it. Like in our entire lives. We've been friends for 30 some years, and I don't think I've ever seen her eat popcorn without M&Ms in it, except at the movie theater. And even then sometimes. So, curious minds. Next sprint, I might listen to more of Oathbreakers and try to deal with the subluxation situation. A lot of words. That's a big word for me to read past 8 p.m. Burger, roasted home fries, and veggies. Excellent. Hello, Gwenna. Welcome in. Trying to get some homework done since I work every day until it's due. Yeah, there's no fun in that. I like popcorn by itself, and also my favorite autism snack is munching on the unpopped kernels from the bottom of the bucket. Listen, the ones that are just a slice with are my favorite. I too am a fan of just like microwave popcorn, and I don't think popcorn is a food that you can eat with other people in the room because like who just like puts a piece of popcorn in their mouth and eats like a normal person who doesn't just like have a handful and just go, you know? Like, how do you eat popcorn in a room with other people? Does anyone do that? Is that, you know what I mean? You know? Just curious. Partial dislocation. Dislocation is not better this time of night. So, but you know, we'll roll with it. Serial killer behavior. Popcorn and M&M's sounds like an odd combo, but I'll allow it. Maybe you've tried it. It is really good. It is because the M&Ms they get like a little melty on the inside, but because they have the candy coating on the outside, it doesn't get messy, and they just kind of melt in your mouth. That's a good texture. Makes the brain happy. How do you not unhinge your jaw and shove as much as physically possible? Exactly. Like, how does anyone like, can you eat popcorn demurely? Or is it just, oh, fist grab, shove it out? See? Picking some out of my, yep, exactly. Exactly. And I'm not the only one who has very unhinged popcorn eating etiquette. Leave the salt at the bottom of the bowl after eating the popcorn. Also fair. Um, True. Microwave popcorn is it does have some questionable chemicals, but there are a lot of ways to just microwave popcorn. You can do it in just a bag. Um, some people have the just like a microwave bowl with a lid that is specifically made for popcorn. So then you're making it in the bowl that you're going to eat it out of. Because I texturally cannot handle eating a bag of popcorn out of the bag it was popped in. Because I can't handle my hand going in the bag and then like the transfer of things from the bag getting on my hand. It it gives me like the heebity-jeebities, so I always have to put my popcorn in a bag in a bowl. And so, you know, if you make it in the bowl that it's popped in, if you pop it in the bowl and then you just take the lid off and eat it, then it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. You could eat it demurely, but then it would take forever and I need to show it all in my mouth immediately. Yes. Yeah. You eat popcorn with other people by accepting that you're gonna like, you don't like, popcorn is not like a first date food. You, like, inhale it. It has to be like a food that you are not afraid to eat in front of people, you know? I'm glad you eat popcorn now. Pops it on the stove in his whirly thingy. Listen, some people do. I used to have an air popper thing, like, that you plugged in. We used it, like, twice. It's super fancy. Thought I was odd, but between barely popped corn and licking the bowl, I'm beginning to think I'm pretty close to neurotypical. I mean, it may be a Jessica thing. It could be. It could be. Yeah, the silicone bowls, and so it's like I've seen ones where, like, the bowl itself is more of like a glass bowl, and then it just has, like, a silicone lid on top, and then you just put whatever you want in with it, and then it boop, pops up, and then ta-da, ta-da, you know? If you're not eating popcorn like a pig at a trough, then you're not doing it right. You know what? I love that too. I love whatever is wrong with you. Listen, We support that. Exactly. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one with unhinged popcorn eating behavior. That was a wild, like, 10-minute rant that we just went on, but it was a great time to be there, you know? You know? What a time to be alive. I've completely forgotten everything that I was doing because I'm just now thinking about popcorn and also wondering, why is there so much light on my boobs? Like, what is this? You know? Like, it's almost like there's, like, underlight, but there's not. Like, what is this all about? Oh, I mean, is it that light? It is decidedly that light. But then it's really dark in here. We are all meant to be friends. I am. Like, what it was, but it's like the light's clear up here. Why is it specifically glowing down here? That was such a weird shining on the assets, you know? And on the third day, well, no, the third day was a different thing. Light up the boobs must have been day 4. It was a really long time ago. I forgot what order we did things in, you know? So long ago. An eon or 3. It's fine. It's totally what are you guys gonna work on during the next sprint? Let me know. I'm gonna go find another timer because we're not going to do the ghost timer twice. I mean, we could, but we're not gonna. Let's see. Videos. What timer will we do next? We're not gonna do a Christmas one. And well, let's do this one. Oh no, wait. It's February. Let's use this one because it's pinky purpley and it's what season is this? Valentine's season. And they're reading. They're goal reading. They're ghoul reading. Gotta write that pesky newsletter still. Are you writing January's newsletter on February 6th? We're going to bed. Honestly, might just lay in the dark until sleep shows me mercy. Listen, last night I fell asleep at like 6 o'clock at my desk. Got up, was like, I guess I'm just gonna go to the bed. I slept until 9:30, I think. And then woke up and was up until around midnight and went back to sleep and slept until the alarm went off at 6:40 this morning. So, girl, if you need to sleep, sleep. Okay? Eat popcorn and watch YouTube videos. I do love the little ghosties, and they're very on brand. Yes, Jessica, I am writing January's newsletter on February 6th. Did that wake anybody up? Going to watch YouTube, I support you. Cries and Deadline, I support you too. Woke up at 6 a.m. with a bad stomach ache and then got a headache at work today. So it's been not good. It did have to snow and you were scooping ice cream, which honestly, I would kill for some ice cream right now. So, you know, but no, you'll do it tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow. It's fine. I should start a new book, but upon entering um this planner, I realized that I haven't finished filling out February yet. All I've done is stick the month sticker in it. Um, so I also need to do February things still. Um, so I'll probably watch some YouTube videos and finish working on the planner and finally do that update that I need to do for this vlog that I'm doing that I haven't done yet. You know? You did right over 3K today. Have the rest and stuff popcorn into your unhinged jaw. It's cold enough right now, you probably could send me ice cream. Just saying. Got an invoice typed up and billed out during the chat. Excellent. Fun flavors. Listen, I have a mild obsession with um the brand Blue Bunny, their bunny tracks, because it's like vanilla ice cream, which is my favorite. 'Cause I am a loser. And it is has chocolate syrup and caramel syrup and chocolate covered peanuts and they're like little Reese cups, but they're shaped like bunnies. It's so good. Like I could beat somebody with a stick. Is that a crochet tissue box cover? It is. Shut down. Boop, boop, boop. I actually made it from my bathroom, but it's been in here for a while. I'm also, I was sick, and so I don't know about you, but when I become ill and I finish the last box of tissues, the old box becomes the trash can for the new box. So then I just roll around the house with 2 boxes of tissues, one for clean, one for dirty, as I am snotting through my sickness. Yeah. How I live my life. I hope you all know that my bowl is sitting in front of me and my chair is lowered so I could just shove my face in the bowl like I'm bobbing for apples. Eat that for you. People who haven't just I just really like vanilla ice cream. Like it's cold, it melts perfectly. It's just I love it. Just love it. Oreo cheesecake. We had phased it out to make room for the fall flavors, but it's back. I do love Oreo and ice cream too. I have a homemade ice cream recipe that I make that I haven't made in a really long time, but it is Oreo and peanut butter, and you put, like, actual peanut butter in it, and it's really good. But you also don't eat peanuts because your sister has a peanut allergy, so you don't know. Butter almond, and my coworkers say it's just another example of how old I am. I mean, that's fine. Uh, we call tissues Kleenex even when they're not Kleenex brand. We do in the US. It's fairly common. Yeah. Um, but I'm a tissue person, so but it is yeah. Creamy Creations turtle ice cream because who wouldn't love tiny chocolate caramel turtles and vanilla and caramel? Yeah, exactly. So good. Oh, in the UK, they call vacuum cleaners Hoovers even when they're not Hoover brand. Exactly. Make all our ice cream on the premises. It's actually so nice knowing exactly what's that is also true. Allergic to regular nuts, not peanuts. See, I remembered there was a thing in there. Listen, I don't remember everything, but I remember just enough of some things. Oh, I just remember we've discussed things that nuts and things that you haven't tried because your sister was allergic, so it just wasn't in the house, and that is totally fair. Be the translator of what are these things. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like in the southern US states how every soda, aka pop, is a Coke. And then it's like, what kind of Coke do you want? Like a Dr. Pepper. Do you want a Coke? Yeah, what kind? A Pepsi. That thing. Yeah, you have to know all of the UK English switchover words. Have an approximate knowledge of many things. It's true. Just seen that clip. I've never seen it either, but I have also heard that. So, because I'm in Texas and that's where it's made. That is true. Bluebell is made in Texas. Could also see where Dr. Pepper is made. Listen, I don't wanna know what's in Dr. Pepper, don't ruin it for me. Like, I don't know. I mean, I probably could live without Diet Coke and Dr. Pepper Zero, but I don't want to. So, you know? You know. I have just figured out my husband's next birthday gift. Sri Lanka and India use the UK English, cue the Canadian asking for a wrench, and the Sri Lankan saying, "We don't have one," when he used it like 5 minutes before. I mean, all I think of when I read the word wrench is 6,000 years ago in the early 2000s, um, when I used to read fan fiction fairly regularly. There was a character who always called someone a wench, but the person who was writing the fan fiction put wrench every time. So they were just like constantly calling like the character in canon called this other person a wench. And then in their fan fiction, like I guess they didn't know what the word wench was, or they like auto corrected it all the time, which was autocorrect was not a thing back then. They spell checked it incorrectly. So it was wrench every time. So you're such a wrench. Get out of here, you wrench. And so every time I read the word wrench, that's just where my brain goes, you know? The things that stick in there. Ask me something important that happened yesterday, no fucking clue. Exactly. Exactly. Clear out into outer space. It's fine. We're gonna sprint. I'm gonna hit buttons. Ciao. We're gonna read or work or chillax or go to bed for an hour. And I will see you all when you get back. Eh, Hello, friends. Welcome back. How did everybody do during that sprinty fun time? I did indeed film an update or a beginning for my vlog, and yeah, I need to plug that in somewhere that it's not going to make noise, because it will make me absolutely crazier than I already am. Because I can hear electric. I don't know about you, but I hear electric. And it just makes me crazy. Anywho, worked on the planner a little bit, filmed an update, then got stuck on Instagram. It's not where I was supposed to be, y'all. Not where I was supposed to be. But I was there. And I was having a grand time. You know. Mars went to bed, which honestly, best use of time. Stacey also went to bed. Second best use of time. Julie, hello. 10 minutes from the end of Mask of Mirrors. That is a chunky book, my friend. Moved around some, listened to more of my Oathbreakers reread. Ate popcorn, watched YouTube, crocheted for a while. Productive. We did the things. What else did I do during that sprint? I don't even remember. I need to take my meds, but I'm out of drinky drinks. I need to drinky drink so I can take my medicines. And I played with Raja. That's what we did. Huh, Raji? You were in my arms almost that entire update that we did for the vlog, huh? Yeah, you were being cradled like a little baby. It's a little baby. Huh. Yeah. Very chonky, but also very good. Just bits at the end to keep interest for sure. We love that, don't we, Raj? Yeah. She is like a very loving kitty. She loves love. You love love. Yeah. Sweet little baby. Raja will always be baby. Yeah. Who's your princess? Yeah, you're a princess. And then if her tail's out and I whip her, she flips her tail at me. Huh? You flip your tail at me? Nope, not today. Okay. Just make a liar out of me, why don't you? Rude. Rude. Oh, there it's going, but nobody can see. It's too far down. Rude. This is sweet girl. Boop, boop. I feel like getting on her nerves is fair play from the fact that she sleeps on my face and suffocates me at night. Oh, baby. Yeah. Yeah, Raji can suffocate you, huh? Anywho, I think that was going to be our last sprint for the night because I have no brain left. My brain has gone. That's part of why I wanted to start these sooner than what I have been. We were starting at 8, now we're starting at 7. Because I need to not still be doing these at 11 o'clock at night. Because your girl got no brain. She's got a Raja, but no brain. You know? I mean, we've been here for 3 hours. We've read things. We've written things. We've done the things. We've picked on Raja. We've ate popcorn. Right. No pets if I suffocate. I don't know. I don't know why she thinks it's okay. If I sleep on my side, I'll wake up and she'll be just like laying on this part of my arm with her head hanging over my shoulder close to my head. And I'm just like, "Are you okay? Are you staring at all the people? They can't see you. You can't see them. What are you doing?" She went into Danica's room last night, and Danica has a full-length mirror that is sitting on the floor, and, the animals don't normally go in there, so I don't know that she has ever seen that mirror, but she was fascinated by it because there was a cat in it. The cat was her, but she sat in front of it and was, like, putting her paw up on it and was like, like they do. She was very concerned. She was like, "What is this thing? Why is it looking at me? Why does it keep touching me? I don't like it." It was a fun time for me and Danica, at least. Absolutely. You're in the future, and the future is tired. I also watched some YouTube. I don't remember what I watched, though. Oh, I watched Leandra's video that she posted today. That is what I did. Look at me go. We love Raja. I would say she's our patron saint of sprints, but that's Merlin. And Merlin is somewhere being grumpy, I'm sure. She's probably over there on the bed somewhere sleeping, actually, but I can't see her from here, so that is neither here nor there. The future is tired. Mhm. Um, this month we're gonna try to do sprints every other Friday. So not next week, but the following week. We'll be doing sprints, same time, same place. And on the 15th, yeah. So sprints here on the 6th and the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on the 15th, which is a Sunday, I will be on Inimitable Books channel. I can never say it right, Jessica. At like 9 o'clock in the morning, my time. With Zara and probably some other friends doing sprints there as well. So I'm trying to like hop back in and do things with people. So if you want to do things with my face, give a girl a shout. I'm gonna hit the button. We're gonna run away. And thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you all got things accomplished and did the things. And I'll see you guys whenever we're here again. Okay, bye.